Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel, Lucky Stars Community. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of August 2nd through 8th. A little late, but better late than never. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to our amazing channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, if you have not checked out the 3 different levels of the channel members portion of the channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and check it out. Lots of different perks. It is another way that you can support the channel, and you do get benefits, bonuses, extra videos, behind the scenes, that kind of stuff. So check it out. Become a member. We would love to have you. All right, let's go ahead and see. We're going to do this money and career reading a little bit different. We're going to see what the messages are that come through for you for this week, Aquarius, for money and career. And then we're also going to get a yes or no answer at the end, so make sure you stay to the very end. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what's coming through for you this week in money and career. Let's see what needs to come through. What needs to come through for Aquarius for money and career? Nothing. I guess you guys are solid as far as money and career go for this week. Ooh, okay. And then everything wanted to fall at one time. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Got 1, 2. Oh, perfect. Just perfect. Okay, so something is going to happen, come through as far as money and career goes for you this week, Aquarius. That feels pretty perfect. Okay, something is showing up, coming through, right? Of the cards that fell, we needed 6 for the specific spread, and those 6 came out. Okay, it took a minute. It almost was like, oh, nothing's going to happen this week, or nothing's coming in, or there's no changes, or what have you. But then it was almost as if something comes through and it's just perfect the way it happens. Okay, and this is great. Now look at also with all of these, the coloring, the normal coloring, and then these cards, it's almost as if something is hidden in plain sight. Okay, like the cards are here. Now, if I had one of these cards, obviously you can see that laying here, but these, it's almost as if something is hidden in plain sight. Okay, so there's a piece to the puzzle, or a piece to your structure, or something, something from the project, or something as far as finances or investing that feels like it's very much hidden in plain sight this week, that comes into your line of sight or into your view. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and see what your current attitude this week as far as money and career go. You've got the 9 of Cups. It is reversed. Unrelinquished lover, heartbreaker, manipulative, disappointment, revoked offers, obsessed. Okay, so if some of you feel your current attitude coming into this with this money and career reading is that some of you feel disappointed, or that there's been some manipulation around you. Potentially there's been offers that have been revoked. This is the Knight of Cups card reversed. Okay, so something may not have come through. That could be where this energy of hidden in plain sight is coming through with that. Okay, it feels as if you have some disappointment as far as money and career go coming into it. Okay, that doesn't mean that it has to be that way, but for some of you, it's almost as if you got baited in one way or another, and that's where that manipulative energy and that revoked offer, it's almost as if somebody offered you something that seemed too good to be true, and it turned out to be. It's like a zoink kind of energy. Okay, like you were like, yes, this is so great, this is so wonderful, it's going to be so amazing, and what have you, and then like the whole bottom fell out of it, or right. This is what you're coming into this. This is your week, your attitude coming into this week as far as money and career goes. So this or your current attitude as far as money and career goes. So it doesn't have to stay this way. Okay. Again, that hidden in plain sight, something coming through that's coming through in kind of a perfect way is coming through. But this is your attitude. And I hear that. I feel that. I feel that. for sure. Many times where I'm like, dang, this could have come across better, or this really pissed me off, right? Or irked me, or what have you, or even sometimes you get the ick from it, right? That feels like your current attitude, okay? So let's see what blocks you. You've got the Page of Cups. You've got the Knight of Cups reversed, the Page of Cups upright. So for some of you, this actually may have to do with an actual heartbreak as far as love goes, that is kind of coming in and causing some issues with your money and career this week. And that can happen. Sometimes our mind is not in it. Sometimes other things are happening. Sometimes, right? And we can feel as if we just can't focus towards the money and career portion because our heart's broken. So for some of you, that may be where you're at as far as money and career goes this week as well. But you have what blocks you is Page of Cups, romantic gestures. See? So unrequited lover is this one, even though this says money and career, and romantic gestures is what's blocking you. Okay, you've got youthful dreamer, idealist, naive, psychic inner voice, love, offer, beauty, romance messages, sensitive, spiritual, musical, artistic. So some of you, it is just straight up love or a broken heart that is blocking you. Okay, for some of you, you feel like somebody's making romantic gestures. It could even be somebody from work, or somebody who you see at work or you met at work or whatever. And that is causing you to not really be able to kind of focus or do your job. Okay, romantic gestures coming through. For some of you, though, this block is coming through as far as that portion goes, because your attitude may be that you are really kind of almost obsessed, or thinking about somebody all the time. Again, could be somebody from work, and you may be wanting to put the romantic gestures out there, and that is actually blocking you from making any progress this week as far as money and career go. Okay, so a little bit of a side note for some of you, but as far as what's blocking you, as far as like the disappointment and or the potential offers being rescinded, and the manipulative energy, some of you, you're being blocked because you're just a little bit naive to what may actually be going on. Okay, some of you may be newer in the field or in your position or in your niche, whatever it may be, may not actually know or understand or have the full information being shown to you. And so it can be easy at times to kind of put somebody onto the wrong track, if that makes sense. Okay, so that may be what's blocking you. So you may not be seeing or privy to, or receiving, that word doesn't sound right, all of the information. That word has come through here on this channel before, and it doesn't sound right. All of the information. It may be that some things are hidden from the light that you don't get to see. You're getting like these gestures where people are like, yes, we're going to give you all this stuff. But then you find out that maybe they aren't really, and that is causing some blockage for you. Okay. Let's see. What are your skills this week? You've got the Ace of Cups. Now look, you have all cups. So it does feel like this might actually have some to do with love. Okay. Love could be on your mind this week instead of your money and career here, Aquarius. Okay. Your skills, it says time for reflection, holding back, repression. So this is in reverse. Repression, tuning into your intuition, taking care of yourself, self-love. Okay. So your skills are this potential energy of being able to go inward, even though this is in reverse, and really reflect. Okay. Really be able to take some time out for yourself, really move into that space of self-love, really being able to tune into your intuition. So for some of you, that this is going on, right? I mean, we know there's that disappointed feeling, that kind of dropping feeling that comes through. Some of you know, and that is a skill that you have. So you can tune into that. That could be where that energy of coming through, kind of something happening that comes through kind of in a perfect way is happening because you're feeling it, you're seeing it, or that energy of not seeing something. Okay. Isn't it interesting how that comes through? It's almost like contradicting energy, but it leads you to the win or the success or the prize. Okay. So just know that your skills for this week, Aquarius, that are coming through is that Ace of Cups reversed. It's being able to tune into your intuition. It's being able to really kind of reflect and go inward and be like, okay, what doesn't seem right here about this week? As far as money and career go, why is this blocking me? Does this have to do with love? Does this have to do with broken heart? Does this have to do with manipulation, whether for money and career or within the love, right? And what is it costing potentially me, and or where am I choosing to kind of see things in a different way? Okay, a different perspective coming in here. Okay. It says your secret weapon, Page of Coins, laying a foundation. So see, some of you really setting goals, grounded. Now we're in the Pentacles as far as your secret weapon goes. Excuse me. This is what gives you an edge. Okay, this week, Aquarius. Some of you are laying a foundation. Some of you are just acting really aloof here in this top portion. Okay, you're like, right. It's almost as if you want somebody to think that you're really, disappointed or kind of naive, and right, and then you reflect on it and you're like, oh, okay, this is showing their true colors. Now I can come out with my secret weapon and be like, you know what, I have great perspectives. Right, and the good news coming through, right, that everything kind of falling into place or happening, something happening in an almost perfect way, right? Works hard, ambitious, faithful. But some of you, your secret weapon is you've been laying the foundation for money and career investments, for saving for your next level up or up level, your next promotion that you've been shooting for in the background, working in silence where nobody knows and nobody can see. And yet you are making some amazing progress, right? But this is kind of it's almost like a front, like you're putting a front out there because you have just this great energy, and it's almost as if you're working or studying the magic, and that good news comes through with that kind of something happening. This is where that kind of in plain sight kind of energy is. It's like you're doing all the things in plain sight, but you're acting a bit aloof, and then it's like show and tell, or right, like you don't have to say anything. It's like you're showing it. All of a sudden you're like, boom, here I am, bees, right? I've been doing all this in the background and you guys have been thinking this or whatever. It's almost like a bait and switch, which we talked about, that kind of bait, right? In the beginning. It's almost like a bait and switch this week. Ooh, I like this. Okay. What do you need to know about this week? You've got the King of Swords in reverse, authoritarian, sarcastic, cold, controlling, unbending, lacking integrity, sharp, drunk on power, loose cannon. So this may be why you're doing this. Okay. This is what you need to know. Okay. So for some of you, this may be a person that is around you. It may be somebody actually you may have been in the past, somebody who is really like on this kind of loose cannon and shared everything and this and that, and then something happened, or somebody took it over, or somebody took it, ideas or whatever, investments, whatever it may be, right? And so this is something that it feels very much like you've been also working on behind the scenes. This is pretty amazing. So this week feels like it's going to actually turn out pretty good, Aquarius, but because you are kind of getting a handle on this. Okay, now let's go ahead and see advice or guidance going forward. You've got the Nine of Wands upside down or reversed as well. Choose your battles. Okay, out of control, being defensive, retreat, try another approach, overwhelmed, not worth it. Okay, so this week is going to be about choosing battles as well, as far as money and career go, but also as far as love goes. It feels very much, and within yourself. Okay, out of all of these 6 cards, only 2 of them are upright. Okay, and the one main one, which is your secret weapon, is the one that feels very much like it has or holds the most power this week. That bait and switch kind of energy. Okay, it's as if you have been choosing your battles. You have been letting go of this kind of authoritarian or this drunk with power or this loose cannon kind of energy, and kind of letting go of those as far as your money and career go, but also within love. It feels like, because you do have these 3 cards. These 3 top cards are all Cups energy, okay? And then you have the coins, the swords, and the wands, all right? So this whole top row feels like it could have to do with a broken heart or love, or being more focused on love. Or that's what it kind of looks like, right? It could be that, like, that bait and switch energy, where it's like this is, you're being aloof, or you're not really kind of, paying attention, or you're feeling disappointed, or that's what you're letting other people know. Well, all the time in the background here with the secret weapon, you're kind of coming out like a blazing, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. But you do have that energy that came out in the beginning of kind of everything falling or happening, something happening in kind of a perfect way this week as far as money and career go. And also the kind of in plain sight. Okay. Now also, this one here, I need you to think of a question as far as money and career go for you this week, or something that works for you. You've gotten 2 out here, so let's see what they are. If you don't have a question quite yet, go ahead and pause this and come back to it. But let's go ahead and get into this and see. Your first one out, actually this is the one that came out flipped over, is a no. Starved for attention, empty promises, voided. Okay, so this could be very much what you're letting go of, Aquarius. Okay, within these 2 cards right here, it feels very much like that, but it also could be here. So you're going to know how this resonates for you. No, starved for attention, empty promises, voided. You see, that feels very much like this Knight of Cups in reverse energy coming through here. Okay, so I don't know, it could have to do with a specific person, a boss, a coworker, yourself, however that resonates for you this week, Aquarius. But the answer is no. Somebody starved for attention and there's empty promises. So if you were asking about a potential for a job, or kind of guidance or something, it feels like this is empty promises, voided. Okay, very much like this revoked offers, manipulation, disappointment. Okay, feels very much like that, goes hand in hand with that overall energy or your current attitude for this week. Okay, the next one is no as well. It says your ideas are rejected, not satisfied with the results. See, so for some of you, you aren't satisfied with the results. That's why this is all coming through, and your secret weapon is here. Why you're letting this kind of stuff go, your guidance or advice, kind of choosing your battles, right? Because you're not satisfied with the results. Your ideas are getting rejected, but it feels very much like as well this week somebody else might be stealing or taking those. Right? That's what we have over here. Choose your battles. You don't have to share this. This is that bait and switch, like doing things in silence, not letting everybody know everything, so that this can't happen. Okay, so that somebody can't take your ideas, and then when you voice them, somebody's like, oh no, somebody already said that, or what have you. Okay, there you have it. This is coming through pretty strong this week for you, Aquarius. That bait and switch is real, and for some of you, this is going to really lead to something coming in that you didn't expect, or wouldn't expect, or didn't see coming in almost a perfect way as far as money and career go this week for you. Okay. All right, because you're laying the foundation, you've been working in silence, you've been doing the things in the background, and it doesn't feel like anybody's the wiser. You got that bait and switch energy going, Aquarius. So good for you. Sometimes that's what we need to do. Okay, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Check out the membership, become a member. We'd love to have you. Also, check out the second channel, That Wild Spark. You can subscribe there, subscribe here, be subscribed to both channels. You're more than welcome on both. Again, we would love to have you. Always so thankful and joyful and honored to have each and every one of you tuning in and being a part of the communities. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.